Hello everyone, welcome back to Max Edge. I apologize for not making a video last week. We were super busy. We were super busy this week too, just because we have to do school, and that usually takes up most time. And I'm only allowed to do videos usually on Fridays or Saturdays or something like that. I wanted to do a gaming video, like a Fortnite video or something. So last week I wasn't able to do it because my mom needed to use her phone. Also, that's what I do videos on, and I don't want to take my mom's phone, obviously. And tonight I'm just super tired and worn down. I don't even know. Basically what happened is, while we live up here on the mountain, we have a bunch of maple trees. So we ran the tubes and all the stuff through the maple trees. We did about 98 trees today in 30 degrees weather. And look down the corner, it's 18 degrees right now. That's also nighttime though. But it was 30 degrees when we started doing it. You can't wear gloves doing the entire thing, so your hands just get freezing cold, and there's pretty much no way to warm up. And the wind blowing up here is not helping. And we were out there for probably, I'd say, a good maybe 4 hours. We went out there at like, I think maybe 11, didn't come back in till like 4 or something. It was like 11 or 11:30, I don't really remember. But we were out there a really long time. And the previous owners of this house, I don't even know how they did this, but I'm sure you can imagine living on the mountain. There's some cliffs and there's trees on those cliffs. They ran tubes up into the maple trees of those trees that are on the cliff. So me and my dad had to climb up a pretty much straight up cliff and balance ourselves so we wouldn't just fall off and I don't know, break a leg or something, and drill a hole, put the tubing in, and do all that stuff. The good news is that we finished it, sort of. I think we have like 20 trees left to do, but we're going to do that tomorrow, I think. I don't really know. I don't really care. I just want to get these videos done because I want to let you guys to have something, so it just doesn't, a whole week is just gone again. So I'm going to try to I was planning on doing a gaming video, but I'm so tired I can't do a gaming video. Then I was going to do a drawing video, but I can't find my colored pencils. I put them in one place, then they got moved to somewhere else. I don't know where they are. I'll try to get drawing videos done. It's not like I'm going to stop, but I need to find my colored pencils first. Anywho. So I was just going to do this tier maker thing and then maybe some other stuff, depending on what it is. But also, to make it up to you all, I will be releasing a trailer for a new upcoming series, maybe with K-Brave Studios. The last couple of videos had him in it, and I very much appreciate him doing all that stuff, taking his time to be in those videos and helping me out. So make sure you guys go check out his channel, by the way. But anywho, we need to get into this video. Pretty much what this video is going to be is that it's tier maker. So I'm going to say what I think about these Star Wars movies and TV shows. Also, I forgot to mention this. I started saying, but I think I just forgot to mention because I'm absolutely tired. The maple trees are all done except for those 22s you got to do yet tomorrow somewhere. But tomorrow and Monday is supposed to be very good for maple. So hopefully we'll get a bunch. We can sell some and maybe keep some for ourselves. I don't know. But anyway, into the video. Youngling is this spot, which is like the worst spot ever. Then you got Padawan, which is, I guess, okay. Knight, which is, again, it's better than okay. Master, which is good. Council member, which is great. And then Grandmaster is favorite. So let's go. Ooh, colors. Oh, what in the world's blinking now? What in the world was that about? Anyway, so I'll just be going ahead and doing this. I'll just start from the top and go to the bottom. We'll see what happens. I can't really see it. Even with my glasses on, I can't really see it. I need a strong prescription of glasses. Let's see. I think this is A New Hope. A New Hope. Me and my brother just watched this literally like 2 days ago. It is very good. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites. The graphics are not the best in A New Hope, but they were made in like the 1900s or something. So they're not going to be great. But for the time, it was a very good movie. Also, like, little to no bad stuff in that movie. There, I think, is 3 curse words throughout, like, 2-hour and 3-minute movie. But it's also just a good story. I like the characters that they used. It brings in a good people or character. I don't even know what I'm talking about. The casting was well done. I love everything they did about this. I'm going to put it in Master right now. Attack of the Clones. No shot my favorite Star Wars movie. No shot or doubt in my mind, that was my favorite Star Wars movie. I love the clones. I love that movie. It introduced the clones, brought up in a whole other thing of TV shows and all that stuff. I absolutely loved this movie. I love Django. I love all the clones. I love the story. I think I'm repeating myself now. Anakin was good. They cast everyone perfectly in this movie. I am just, there's not much you can say. It's perfect. Perfect. You could not have gotten better people. Hayden Christensen was probably the best Anakin you could have gotten. Natalie Portman, great as Padme. Ewan McGregor did awesome as Obi-Wan Kenobi. All the cast were good. Christopher Lee, even as Count Dooku. I loved that movie. It is such a good movie. It's just so good. I did nothing to say about it. Star Wars Rebels. Excellent TV show. Good graphics, good casting. I don't know any of them off the top of my head. I think Zeb, who is the... I'm not sure you guys can see it on the camera because I don't have the best of view, but this kind of guy in the back. If you guys know the show, you know what I'm talking about. Hopefully you know the show, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video. But Zeb is played by... Oh, what is that guy's name? I keep forgetting the guy's name. It's Steve... I don't know what his last name is. It's Steve... I keep forgetting that guy's name. Blum, maybe? Steve Blum? All I know... I'm sorry if I'm not knowing his name right. I'm really tired and I can't think right now. But all I know is he played Sub-Zero and Green Lantern and someone else in Injustice 2. He was Heatwave in Transformers Rescue Bots, which is a show I grew up on and loved. There was someone else. Who was it? He was Wolverine in all the old Marvel shows like Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Wolverine and the X-Men, Ultimate Spider-Man, all those old Marvel shows that we used to watch as kids. But all of them were good. I think Chopper was actually Dave Filoni. But Rebels, good show. Had great bad guys. Was a good show. Wasn't really any episodes I had to skip. I think there was one, but that was because they performed like a ritual or something. Then there was one with like Night Sisters that got like kind of weird. Like they possessed Sabine and Kanan, who were two characters in the show. So I recommend skipping those 3 episodes. But other than that, it's an amazing show. Awesome villains. You got some of the... even wrapped around some of the plot lines in some of the old movies. I'm going to put this at Grandmaster. I wouldn't say it's better than Attack of the Clones, but I do enjoy Rebels. It is a very good show. Very well done. Resistance. Youngling. This might sound crazy to you guys, but I haven't seen Resistance because they put an agenda into it. When I talk about good movies and stuff like that, think about these old movies like The Lion King or Emperor's New Groove or the Lego Movie. And all of these aren't Disney, I'm just naming off some movies. Or even How to Train Your Dragon 1. All amazing movies. Could we please go back to that time of making movies for the sake of telling a good story? That is the time I want to go back to. Because nowadays I feel like we have to sneak in this agenda. We have to sneak in this. We got to do this, this, and this, and this. Please just go back to the good old days. You're ruining movies. That's what movies were supposed to be. Movies and books are supposed to be telling a story, sparking your imagination, stuff like that. That's what I want to go back to. And Resistance did not do that. They snuck in that agenda. I didn't watch any of it. Therefore, it's going in the Youngling spot because they put an agenda and ruined a story. Also, there was a different list in here that was like a bunch of new shows that are coming out and stuff. It had like Book of Boba Fett and stuff like that. Problem is, with Clone Wars, it did like every single season of Clone Wars. So like season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and all that stuff. And I just didn't feel like putting in a different season, mainly because I can't even see what season it is. Like, I can barely see that this says Clone Wars. I can't even see what that last thing says. I can barely see that little line down there. So I just went with this one. I will say, from the clips I've seen of Book of Boba Fett on YouTube, they are very good. I'm looking forward to buying it when it comes out on DVD. I hope it does come out on DVD. Also, Obi-Wan Kenobi just got released, or not released, but a release date for May 24th, I believe. I'm so looking forward to that. Alright, and I'm going to say this. Disney, Lucasfilm, whoever, do not ruin that for me. Do not sneak in an agenda in Obi-Wan Kenobi. That is a show I have been looking forward to for a long time, ever since I even heard it was coming out. Do not ruin that. Please, I am begging you. Do not sneak in any agenda. Just tell the story of Obi-Wan Kenobi after Revenge of the Sith. That's all I ask. Could you do that one thing, please? Thank you. Okay, moving on. Return of the Jedi. Again, very good movie. Definitely not in Youngling. It told, I think this was the last one, wasn't it? Out of the original movies. It was a very good movie. You have to skip a lot in it. The only reason I'm even showing you this because the camera's really bad, you can't even see the part, but Princess Leia is wearing a very, very revealing outfit in it. I had to skip, like, I think maybe 30 minutes of the whole movie just because of the part in Jabba's palace where he has his slaves dancing, or then he puts the outfit on Princess Leia. I had to skip, like, that whole part. It's like a 30 to 35 minute part. But other than that, it's a good movie. Even set up the part to Book of Boba Fett, because that's the part where he falls in the Sarlacc pit. I'm assuming, at least, because I didn't see it the rest of the movie, and I've seen the Lego set of it, which him on the desert skiff and in the place. So I'm pretty sure that is the movie. Well, yeah, no, it is. It definitely is. But you don't even get to see that part, pretty much, because Princess Leia is still wearing that outfit. That's the problem. So I'm going to put this. It was the redeeming of Anakin, the end of the Emperor, or so we thought until Return of Skywalker. But was a very good movie. I'm going to put it at night spot. I might get flamed in the comments or whatever for putting these where I put them, like the originals, not up in the first place. But I don't know. You guys say what you want. I care what you think, but it's the list I'm making. It's not, I'm not saying this is what it is. It's just my personal opinion. It's 11:01. Goodness gracious. Revenge of the Sith. Where to put this? I would definitely say it was the good movie. It had the clones. First started up of the Empire. So what happened with the Empire and all that stuff. Order 66 scene was in it, and it was really sad. I saw a bunch of my favorite Jedi die. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this, mute it right now. I'll wave like this in front of the camera when you can look again, or turn on the sound or something. I saw a bunch of my favorite Jedi die, like Plo Koon. Kit Fisto got absolutely destroyed by Darth Sidious. Plo Koon got shot down by his own men, which just made me really sad. Almost cried in it. Here's a fun fact. In my years on this earth, I have never cried in a movie before. I think there was one movie, and that movie was Hachi. That is the saddest movie I've ever seen. Hachi. Never watched it. If you're looking to cry in a movie, that's the movie you want to go to. But other than that, I've never cried in a movie. This came very close to making me cry. But it kind of set up Darth Vader. There was the Duel of the Fate, which was really cool. But it was, again, really sad. I'm going to put it at... I'm going to put it right above Return of the Jedi. I'm not sure if that's the right place for it, but whatever. Let's keep going. Rogue One. Very good movie. It's kind of like the movie you need to watch before A New Hope, because that's what it opens up to. Had a bunch of good characters. My favorite was the blind guy. I don't know how to pronounce his name because I'm going to try. I think it's Chirrut Imwe is how you pronounce his name. I don't know exactly. But he was my favorite character. Again, spoiler alert. Also, for any of you who are muted, you can turn back on the sound. Sorry about that. But, again, if you haven't seen Rogue One, I'm about to start saying some spoilers. So you have been warned. There are going to be spoilers to these movies, and I can't have you guys mute the whole thing. So I'm just going to say, if there are going to be if you haven't seen these movies, go watch them and come back to this video. Anywho, Rogue One, excellent movie. Jyn Erso and all those characters, Cassian Andor, Blaze Malbus, whatever his name was. Oh, my throat just started. Ugh. I think I breathed too much mountain cold air. Excuse me. Well, again, very good movie. Not really a huge much to say about it. They had a very good battle scene. Plenty of battle scenes that were so cool, action-packed. The sci-fi was good, and all that good stuff. First, I think, sort of actual prequel movie after the originals to feature the Death Star, I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm thinking of something else. But it was a very good movie. The battle on... What was that one place called? Scarif, I think. Scarif. I think it was called. I played it in Battlefront before. I just don't remember the name. I haven't played Battlefront in a while. Comment down below if you want to see me play Battlefront again. But anywho, they need to add some skins to Battlefront 3 when it comes out, if it comes out. But that's a video for another time. Anyway, Rogue One, excellent movie. Everyone dies in the end, though. The droid K2-0, I think, gets shot a bunch by some shore troopers. Chirrut Imwe gets blown up. Blaise Malbus just gets shot, and then he gets blown up by a grenade. The doctor kind of guy gets blown up by a grenade inside of a ship. Is there any main characters I'm missing? Jyn Erso and Cassian Andor both are victims of the Death Star. They survive the battle, but then the Death Star blows up like the whole planet or something. Not the whole planet, just the base, I think, that's on the planet. And they get caught in the crossfire and get blown up with the Death Star. Again, good movie. I would put it... Council Member. It was a good movie. I liked it. Council Member. Then we got Solo. What should I say about this movie? A good movie. Did tell the story of Han Solo, I think, well. Only problem I have with it is I have a book about the Han Solo Trilogy. It's 3 books. I'm not sure you guys have ever read it before. I read it. My sister got it for me for Christmas like 2 years ago, I think. I read all. It's 800 pages because there's 3 books in the series, but they combined that all into one book. I read the whole thing, so it kind of explains the origin story of Han Solo, and this wasn't in the movie. I kind of wish they would make a movie of those books. Those books are really good and be really cool to see them in the movie. But the movie itself was a good adventure story. It was the CGI could have been better, I think. It wasn't that great of CGI. I liked that, what's the guy's name? Oh, shoot, no, I forgot the one guy's name. It's the guy who played Carnage in, Venom 2, and he was also in Zombieland, I think. He was in Now You See Me. What's that guy's name? Woody Harrelson, that's it, Woody Harrelson. Very funny, very funny. He's a funny character, just a funny guy in general. I laugh in, like, almost every movie I've seen him in, just because I find him funny. I don't remember who played Lando. I think it was some singer or something. I don't remember the guy's name. I don't remember who played Han Solo either. You got the Han Solo's girlfriend, which is interesting. Han Solo had a girlfriend before Princess Leia. Named Koya? How do you pronounce the name? I don't know. Anywho. But it kind of shows you how he got the Millennium Falcon and stuff like that. That is one thing that they did get from the book. In the book, he does win it from Lando in a... What are they called? What's the gambling cards game? I don't know. I'm not going to try it. I'm just trying to get these videos done so I can go to bed. Whatever that game is. Sabacc. I think that might be it. Sabacc. A good movie. The CGI could have been better. But all in all, it was a good movie. It was a good... I'm not sure if I should put it in Master, though. I'll put it at Night. I'll put it at Night. Yeah, that seems fine to me. Next up, the Clone Wars movie, where it all started. I actually watched the Clone Wars TV show before I watched the movie, just because I didn't know the movie existed. But I watched the Clone Wars TV show before the movie. I have seen the movie now. It's very good. It's the CGI. The CGI is not great, I will admit. But that was just because of the time it was made, I think. The animation gets way better as it goes on. It was just that's the original animation they used. And it wasn't great. The voice acting was amazing. Matt Lanter as Anakin, James Arnold Taylor as Obi-Wan, Ashley Eckstein as Ahsoka. They even got Samuel L. Jackson and Christopher Lee to play Count Dooku and Mace Windu. And D. Bradley Baker, wonderful person for the clones. Absolutely wonderful. Tamura Morris, how do you say? Tamura Morrison, also very good for the clones. I couldn't decide between which of them. Maybe D. Bradley Baker, but just by a little bit. But that's because I've seen him in more clone-related stuff than Tamura Morrison. But still, they're both very good, and I loved the movie. I wouldn't say I liked it. I wouldn't say Grandmaster. Council member. I would watch it before Rogue One, definitely, just because I like it. But I wouldn't say it's Grandmaster. It's definitely a council member, not Grandmaster, because it does have really good action scenes. The story was amazing. Kind of ties into stuff during the Clone Wars and stuff like that, just to kind of introduce some of the characters. Here, you don't know, actually, Count Dooku wasn't even supposed to be the main bad guy in Attack of the Clones. Supposed to be Asajj Ventress, actually. But they decided to bring Count Dooku in because they feel like that was more of a kind of Sith kind of thing than Asajj Ventress. But they put Asajj Ventress in for the Clone Wars, which is very cool. She is a cool character. But really, in the early times of the Clone Wars, really the lightsaber literally just looks like you're waving around a glowing stick. Literally, it's like, in the later season, it looks very cool. It's like if you bring down a lightsaber, like the flash comes with it, and the kind of contrail it has with it is very good and well done. And I absolutely love that about the Clone Wars. It wasn't the best CGI. That's what getting me. The story, I love the story and everything. It's just the CGI was not great, and that's why it's council member, I think. But anyway, Clone Wars, without a doubt, number one favorite Star Wars thing they've ever made so far. I don't know if I'm gonna like something better. I don't think I'm gonna ever like anything better than Clone Wars. Clone Wars is absolutely amazing. I started watching it a long time ago after I started watching... Here's the funny story, actually. I started watching it, then stopped because I realized like most of my favorite people are going to die because I saw Revenge of the Sith before I watched Clone Wars. And I was like, I don't want to get attached to these characters and see them die and all that stuff. So I watched Rebels. But then after I finished Rebels, I was like, I need a new show to watch. So I picked Clone Wars. And I'm like, nowadays... That show is absolutely amazing. Better than Rebels, better than Attack of the Clones. It's incredible. So many good characters. You got Commander Cody, you got Captain Rex, you got Commander Wolf, you got Plo Koon, Ima Gundai, you got Kit Fisto, you got... I'm going to sit here and keep naming off characters, but we're running out of short on time. But either way, Clone Wars is amazing. Again, the CGI isn't great when it starts, but that's like for the first like 2 or 3 seasons. And there are 7 seasons. It gets so better along. The story is amazing in each and every episode. A little like nugget of truth, I guess you could say, at the beginning of each episode, which I kind of like. It's a really cool thing. But Clone Wars is absolutely amazing. I love Captain Rex. I love all the clones that they introduced in the Clone Wars. My throat's really dry. But again, it is so amazing. I would highly recommend this show. It is... I can't say anything. It's amazing. It's so good. Watch it. That's all I can say. You gotta watch it. Then we come to Empire Strikes Back. I don't really remember much about this movie. I watched it a really long time ago when we first got Disney Plus, but that was also before Disney Plus went crazy and started putting agendas in every single thing they added. This was the one that had Hoth in it, I think, which was really cool. The snowballs were great. Again, the CGI wasn't great, but that was the time it was in. It was an amazing story, and I absolutely loved it. Wait a second. What does this one end with, actually? I'm kind of curious. That's the one with Bespin and Lando and Han Solo and Vegas. Wait, no, is that Return of the Jedi? I actually don't remember. I remember Hoth. I remember that part about it, but I don't remember much of anything else. And I think is the Bespin duel on here? Or is that in Return of the Jedi? Because Return of the Jedi, after the Bespin duel, they turn Han into Carbonite and take him to Jabba. So is that in... I honestly don't... Oh, is this the one where they go... This might be the one where they go into the asteroid belt and Darth Vader's Star Destroyer comes in after them. But to get away, they hide in on... his ship. They use the Millennium Falcon and attach it to the Star Destroyer so they don't actually see them or notice them. And then there's like that giant worm that's inside of the asteroid they're in. Yeah, I think that was that one. Again, but I don't remember much about it, so I can't really put it above anything. So I'll put it just right there. I probably shouldn't. I probably remember more. I probably would like it more. I just don't remember much of it. Alright, Force Awakens. I think this might have been the first Star Wars movie I ever watched, actually, was Force Awakens. This is what started it all for me, I think, with Star Wars universe. The lightsabers, the Force, the dark side Sith, Jedi, blasters, clones, stormtroopers, droids, all that good stuff. Excellent movie, well casted. The scenes were great, the CGI was good. They brought back several characters. They brought back Harrison Ford for Han Solo. I think was the guy. I don't know the guy who played Chewbacca, but was he still alive at this point? I think he's dead now. Rest in peace. But was he alive for Force Awakens? I'm not sure. And I'm so tired I can't even remember who played Princess Leia. That's sad. So I need to get this video going. But it was an amazing movie. Again, everything was good. They casted Kylo Ren great. Rey was great. Everything was great about this movie. I can't really think of a single bad part about it. Also, Daniel Craig was in it. If you guys remember that part where Daisy Ridley uses the mind trick on that stormtrooper, that's Daniel Craig. The stormtroopers that she uses the Jedi mind trick on. There's a lot of like famous people who are stormtroopers. But anywho, I would say this is a master. I'm not sure if I would put it over New Hope, though. New Hope was good. I'll put it right there. Last Jedi. We saw this in theaters, actually. Me, my brother, and my sister saw this in theaters. While my sister and mom went and saw Greatest Showman, and my dad and my youngest brother went and saw Peter Rabbit. The first one, that is. That tells you how long ago this was. It was a good... I liked the plot and everything in it. I didn't really understand the whole Rey and Kylo Ren connection thing. Was that like something that Snoke was doing? Just try to mess with them? Or like that part where Rey falls down into the cavern and like snaps her fingers, like 1,000 of her just snapping their fingers. I didn't get that part. I thought it was kind of boring. I liked the part where Kylo Ren turns into a good guy and fights and kills Snoke and then fights the Red Guard with her. That was really cool. I like that part. Ay, my throat. Very cool part. And they brought back Mark Hamill as Luke, which was also very cool. What? No, I don't want to put that Padawan. That was a glitch. Sorry about that. But it was so cool. The Battle of Crate. That I'm pretty sure is the name of the planet they went on. Was so cool with the little, whatever those little sand speeders are called that they used on Crate. And the new improved AT-ATs. Is that what they're called? Or AT-TTs? I don't remember. There's all-terrain. There's the two-legged ones and the four-legged ones. I really like the four-legged ones. They used new and improved ones of those things. And then there's the whole battle with Luke. And he fights against Kylo Ren. It's so cool. This is a very good movie. I would put it like I would put it in Master. Because it's a good movie. I would put it in Master. Right below New Hope. But above Force Awakens. Mandalorian. Mandalorian is a good show. A new Disney Plus show that they did. Season 1. I've seen Season 2 because I bought it on DVD. Very good show. Well done. Pedro Pascal. Rosario Dawson. Is there anyone else right now? Mark Hamill, technically, but they just CGI'd him. He was there. He did the voice for Luke, I think. Or he did the action moves and stuff like that for him. But I know someone else is standing in there for him, I think. I do know they got Mark Hamill. Is that all the people I know in it? I think so. All the people you guys know, at least. But it is an amazing show. It's in like a Western kind of mood, which is kind of cool. A Western Star Wars kind of thing, which I really liked. That you just follow along the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda is what you call him in the first season, but then you learn his name is Grogu. But either way, very good show. Probably, I think that might have been the last good thing Disney made until they started putting all the agendas and everything. But that is a very good show. I would put it right below Rebels. It's a great show. Great CGI, cool ships, cool characters, new droids, new creatures. Some old creatures, but you see them in a different way because of the new CGI. Absolutely phenomenal show. Excellent show that they've made. The soundtrack also amazing. Phantom Menace, the first prequel movie. And it's so good. So good. It introduces Darth Maul, introduces Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan, Anakin. It is an amazing movie. The CGI, that was the first prequel they made, so that was the oldest prequel, technically. The CGI was great. It wasn't the best, but it was amazing. So it wasn't like the CGI they used for The Last Jedi or The Force Awakens or Rogue One or something like that, but it was still good CGI for the time. Again, the casting well done. It's still Natalie Portman as Padme. It's not Hayden Christensen as Anakin. That'd be kind of weird. But still Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan, Liam Neeson and as Qui-Gon Jinn and Ray Park as Darth Maul. But yeah, that is a amazing movie. Jar Jar Binks, hilarious. A lot of people hate Jar Jar Binks. I don't know why. I kind of like him. He makes stuff funnier. But I thought he was a cool character. And then you got my brother's favorite character in this movie. Absolute favorite character is Boss Nass. I don't know why. Maybe it's because he's played by Brian Blessed. We've seen him so many stuff. But I don't know why. That's his favorite character. He's a cool character, but I'm over Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan. I would put this in Council Member, above Rogue One. Excellent movie. The fight scenes were great. The part with Obi-Wan and Darth Maul fight against each other, that part is amazing. And then you got Rise of Skywalker. Again, I'm putting it back in this because they snuck in the agenda. This made me mad when they did this. Because it was the final Star Wars movie that they said they were ever going to make. Maybe they'll make some more in the future. I don't know. But then they had to sneak in the agenda, so I even couldn't figure out what happened. And that made me so mad that they even snuck that in. It's not like they even announced it. They literally just said, okay, just to make sure no one finds out, we're going to just sneak this little scene in here, just so no one knows about it. That infuriated me because now I couldn't see the movie, and just that they had to sneak, they didn't even tell anyone they did. They was like, okay, let's see how far we can sneak this in without anyone noticing. That made me so mad. Nothing got into Padawan, but either way, it's just not great what they did with these two things down here. I didn't put anything in the Padawan section just because I don't find anything like that bad. I considered putting Empire Strikes Back in here. That's because I haven't seen it in a while. But what I remember was a good movie. That's why I put it up here with Night. But either way, these are all good movies. This is just my 4 favorite up here. The best of the best, worst of the worst. But anyway, that is all of the Star Wars movies and TV shows ranked in order. The Bad Batch isn't in here, sadly. Neither is Book of Boba Fett. But either way, Bad Batch would be up here. I'm not sure where I would put Bad Batch. Maybe like right here after Rebels and before Attack of the Clones. Because I really like Bad Batch, which is so good. I can't wait for Season 2. But anyway, that's going to be all this for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. One will be coming up in just a moment. I will see you all there. Good night, and God bless.